Good morning from the garden, and this is the section I worked on this weekend. That's the gardenias, but in between I put hibiscus. They're like called Hawaiian. They're yellow with a red center. And again, gardenias, salvia. I just love that purple flower. Another gardenia, and then another one of the Hawaiian hibiscus and the gardenia. So I made a whole. I kind of added in plants to the line border, create a natural border for my garden. And this craziness is the wildflower bed. I mean, I recognize some of the stuff's coming up, which is marigolds. There's just gobs of stuff in here. I have no clue what it is. And other than that, the embed's doing real well. You can see over here, we got the baby watermelon, onions, cucumbers are flowering, the corn, and then over here we've got the black-eyed peas, our giant sunflowers over here, which need to go in the ground, but are doing really well. The beans are starting to poop out, but as expected. I may have to do a restart on those. I did harvest the broccoli. Still got loads of peppers on this one, so I'm starting over there. This is a Roma tomato. More peppers. I have to say the pepper plants are doing really well. And then over here we've got our butternut squash, where we have new ones, and then there's a million new ones starting. And I'm starting to see some new growth on the zucchini plant finally. Staked it up, it's getting quite tall. And then this one over here has a few too, but this seems to be the ribbon that I don't get a lot of growth on. But also there's too many plants in that one. We got our beefsteak tomatoes, which are a lot, and they're starting to ripen. And then we have the cherry tomatoes, which are also doing really well. You can see down there, starting to ripen as well. And the carrot bed finally bushed out. Let's get a few carrots in there. I pulled one out, you saw that. Down here we have the yellow squash, which hasn't been doing well. I cut that one completely back. And this one looks like it's starting a new little yellow squash finally, so I may have to pull this back to just one plant. This is some volunteer lettuce that I have no clue about. This Roma bush is not doing well. It has the end rot stuff, so even after it it looks good for a few days and then it starts to rot out the bottom, so I think it needs some calcium or something. Brussels sprouts aren't doing anything. This is the surviving hurricane pepper plant. Put out a lot of new growth, but no peppers. This poor thing is my cantaloupe vine, and it is doing poorly. I may restart that. These are the big boy tomatoes, and they are doing okay. That one's starting to ripen. Down here we have another cherry tomato bush. Oh, it has some little ripe ones down here. Couldn't you see those? Okay. Blueberry bush. Do have a lot of new growth on the little watermelons, potential new. And then this guy back here, he doesn't seem to be getting much bigger. He's a little warped looking. And you have the other one on the other side who's doing really well. That's the watermelon tower. And you can see that one's doing real well. It's growing. And then we have potential for another one there. And it's just going all the way up the tower. Strawberries seem to be doing good. They got a couple flowers and a new possible strawberry. They've gotten taller. You see, they really just spiked up there. And this came in my desert rose, so we transplanted it, and I'm not sure which one it is yet, but we did that. And then the other one. And Mom's she gave me another tomato bush, but it kind of, the wind messed up the stem on one of them. I think it was a beefsteak, and it fell over, but I didn't. It cracked right there. I don't know if that's gonna make it. More peppers. Got our banana pepper back here. And then I think this is our lemon tree here. Potato bed doing nada. This cornfield went crazy, and I'm not sure what happened. Wind caught it one night, and then everything looked terrible. But it is struggling. It wants to survive regardless, I guess. So I'm just letting it do its thing. Okra, disappointed in the okra. It hasn't really produced a whole lot of nada. So I may replant some new okra, but it's hit or miss out here. And this heat's starting to get really bad, so you know how that goes. But we are going to work on it and get some stuff done. Over here, I guess I'll walk over and show you that was my little flower, but Roxy pretty much took that out. Amber planted me a succulent garden in the base of the tree. This is flower bed D. And all this stuff here I grew from seeds, so I transplanted. Some of them made it, some of them kind of fizzled out, so we'll put maybe something in the bald spots. The Rio's gate's still not up for the garden, but it will be eventually. Another Rio. And then this is bed C. It's got a lot of stuff in it. And we're just letting it see, and you see another bald spot there. This is what the flower looked like that Roxy took out. It's like a little bush that I put. Over here, bed B is doing awesome. We got a lot of little stuff in here. Gotta pinch those off so it can reflower. And I just love this stuff. I think it's my favorite. Got some marigolds here. Over here is the desert rose. And then this is bed B. This kind of made a comeback, so after I cut it back a little bit, gotta get out here and pinch all the marigolds. And we'll see how that does. And that's what that looks like when it's a little bit bigger. And then some of these were seeded. So I got more marigolds in there. And back here we have the Mexican heather. This line here, for some reason, just died out. But the one behind it's doing okay. And then as you go down the line, it seems to be doing good. Now I did seed those lavender, and I think I've got some things coming up. Little sprouts here and there finally. And then here's the other lavender that I bought, purchased and planted. And then I got a line of that goes down. Smells pretty good. There. And the little orange flowers alternating. There's the garden dog. Hey, guard dog. Hi, Roxanne. Good morning. She still has her thing on because, you know, she's a tail biter. But that pretty much concludes our garden walkthrough. Worked late today, so I have to start getting ready. And the fence still out here, but we haven't had a chance to get to that. Everything else is looking all right. I think I am going to do some new seeding over at the garden table, which is a hot mess. Excuse me. I do have some new little pepper plants here, and this is some cabbage, so I want to kind of get that in too. And then I got the border flowers I got to put in, some more of the salvia, and then these are really pretty. They're pentas. I'm gonna put them somewhere. They're bright red. Back here, that's another flower. And then that is our kiwi seed that I planted. I have to get those in the ground too. And then I got lots of little starter pots and plants. This, which is doing nothing at the moment, is grape seeds. So, as you can look out and see, I have a lot of stuff to do. It's my favorite. That's my other favorite blue thing. Are you guarding the... Any bunnies to report? Any bunnies to report? No bunnies this morning? All right. Well, that'll do it from my garden. Have a great day.